everyone, welcome back to my channel. It is like mid to late November now. I am still feeling the October blues. I'm having some Halloween and spooky season withdrawals. But as a lot of people have pointed out, November is still autumn. In fact, it is very much still autumn. And I think it is the perfect month to lean into like the moody, even spooky, like autumnal vibes as a good bridge between Halloween and Christmas, heading into a more festive season. I'm literally taking the day just to have a cozy day at home, do a bunch of cozy hobbies and romanticize November that way, and just really unapologetically lean into the season. So I went ahead and got ready. I did some makeup and I put on a cozy little fall themed outfit. Before we get into the video, I wanted to show you guys some of the jewelry pieces that I am wearing from Ana Luisa. If you remember, I did a video in May where I was showing you some of my beautiful Ana Luisa jewelry pieces. I am wearing the Alexa necklace and the Hannah bracelet. In about 5 to 6 months that I've had these jewelry pieces, and to be honest with you, they still look exactly how they were when I got them. I do live in Florida, which is like humidity central. It is hot here like 70% of the year, and I live near the parks as well, so I've been able to wear these all day. I've worn this bracelet so many times to the theme parks here all day. As you can see, she is still stunning, beautiful, not tarnishing at all. And for how delicate and lightweight their jewelry is, it's still very durable. Happy to report that my jewelry has lasted so well. I want to just give a shout out to Ana Luisa. I do really love their jewelry. I wanted to shout out that for Black Friday, they are doing exclusive discounts. My link is in my bio and it will be the pinned comment in this video. So if you're interested, I highly recommend checking them out. There is also a 2-year warranty, and I will also include a care guide link in my description as well. Couldn't be more happy with the quality, the durability, and everything about this jewelry. With that, just wanted to show you guys my outfit of the day. We are going to go ahead and start our cozy little November day. I'm planning to do a bunch of cozy hobbies. I don't know exactly what we're going to do today, but I do have a rough idea. But I thought it would be great to start this video with a cozy November TBR list. There are quite a few exciting titles on my list that I'm excited to show you. Oh, and of course, let's go grab a cozy little coffee because I haven't had coffee in 2 weeks. If you don't know, I got really sick after Halloween with I don't know what, but I still am slightly congested to this day. So I haven't had coffee in a while and I miss it, and I'm really craving like a maple syrup, cinnamon iced coffee. So let's go make one and then we'll get into our books. See some fall decor still up in my house, including some spooky stuff, just because I haven't been able to put the spooky stuff away, but also mostly because I'm not ready to move to the festive season yet. And like I said, to me it's still autumn, and I'm actually like planning to do one more kind of autumnal weekend for myself after this video, so that is why it is still up. Jump scare warning, you have now been warned. Okay, we are in the hobby room, and I will get into that, what's going on behind me later, but there were some changes that occurred here in October. Okay, you guys, here it is. Here is my November TBR. Like I said, very ambitious, so let's get right into it. The first book on this TBR is From Blood and Ash. This is by Jennifer Armentrout. This is a popular book talk book from years ago. Bought it years ago. I still haven't read it because I'm pushing it off because I've heard that it's really good. There's vampires, it's like fantasy and romance. Act says, chosen from birth to usher in a new era, Poppy's life has never been her own. The life of the maiden is solitary, never to be touched, never to be looked upon, never spoken to, never to experience pleasure. Waiting for the day of her ascension, she would rather be with the guards, fighting back the evil that took her family than preparing to be found worthy by the gods, but the choice has never been hers. So, I'm very excited to read this. This author has written quite a few books since this one, so I need to really catch up. So this one is going on the TBR. I'm trying to go for dark and moody, dark academia, fantasy. I think November just gives off so well, so those are the vibes that we're going for. And then I have The Secret History, which is another dark academia classic. I still haven't read this, I know. But I'm very excited to read it. It says, under the influence of their charismatic classics professor, a group of clever, eccentric misfits at an elite New England college discover a way of thinking and living that is a world away from the humdrum existence of their contemporaries. But when they go beyond the boundaries of normal morality, they slip gradually from obsession to corruption and betrayal, and at last, inexorably into evil. Very excited to read this with like a hot cup of tea and maybe a candle would be perfect. Once again, another popular kind of book on Book Talk a while back. This is Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo. She is a sole survivor of a horrific, unsolved multiple homicide. Some might say she's thrown her life away, but she's offered a second chance to attend one of the world's most prestigious universities on a full ride. Still searching for answers, she is tasked by her mysterious benefactors with monitoring the activities of Yale's secret societies. So, secret societies, Ivy League, like kind of vibes. I need to finally read this series, and that is Lightlark by Alex Astor. I have a special edition. You might have seen this on my shelf because it's just so stunning. This is Grimm and this is Oro. What is motivating me to read this book in November specifically is because the author came out with a duology, which is the point of view of these two characters I just showed you. And she's just written another book, I think, in this series, so I need to get on my game. Basically, this is about some sort of like game that happens every 100 years. I'll read the end flap. Every 100 years, the island of Lightlark appears for only 100 days to host a deadly game where rulers of 6 realms fight to break their curses and win unparalleled power. Each ruler has something to hide, each curse is uniquely wicked, and to break them and save themselves in their realms, one ruler will die. To survive, ease the crown must lie, cheat, and betray, even as love complicates everything. This book was actually on my October TBR, as with another book that you will see. This is a thriller. It's The Housemaid by Frida McFadden. They did just make a movie out of this, so I need to read this so that I can also watch the movie. But it is about a maid and this family. And I think the maid finds out that like the outside of her door, like her bedroom, because she lives with them, is in the attic and it locks from the outside. Here's what the back says. Every day I clean the Winchester's beautiful house from top to bottom. Try to ignore how Nina makes a mess just to watch me clean it up. She tells strange lies about her daughter. Her husband seems broken every day. They don't know who I really am and what I'm capable of. So very excited to read this. I love a thriller. This is another book that was on my October TBR, but it's still very much giving November vibes. This is The Undead Fox of Deadwood Forest by Aubrey Hartman. This is a middle grade about our main character who's a fox, and she basically has this job where she sends spirits or people on into the afterlife, and she comes across someone who is not moving on. So cute. In another life, I wouldn't mind being a woodland creature. And the last book that I have, which is kind of a thick one, is Fairytale by Veronica Lancet. This is a stunning book, very thick as you can see. From what I've heard on Book Talk and Bookstagram for this one is it's a slow burn. Don't give up on it. It has a very unique like plot from what I'm reading on the back. It says, what could possibly go wrong in a town that rhymes with fairy tale? August 1955, when Miss Darcy O'Sullivan, an orphan English teacher from Boston, receives a letter that her biological father passed away, she is surprised to find herself included in his will, but there's only one condition. She must travel to Fairydale to attend his funeral. With the promise of a sizable inheritance, she journeys to a small coastal town that holds the secrets of her birth, but the moment she steps foot in Fairydale, things go amiss. Odd residents, odd rumors, odd deaths. Everything about Fairydale is odd. There's also some sort of love triangle. I'm not going to allow myself to read more about it online. This is a thick one and the words are also quite small, so this one's going to take me a while. It might have to spread into December a little bit, but that's fine. My TBR, kind of ambitious as you saw. I probably won't finish all of them this month. I might be able to finish most of them by December, but that is it. I'm just gonna give myself like the freedom to choose what I want to read. Probably one of my favorite TBR lists that I've ever made. It's just such a good selection of books for November. I'm gonna do a cute little reading journal spread for this later, but I thought it would be good if we went ahead and started one of these. So let's pick one. This is going to be a very hard decision. I did also just finish my last book. I'm still reading Catabasis just because it's kind of a thicker, denser book and plot. I'm kind of taking my time with that one, but for these, I think I should be able to get through them pretty easily. Oh my gosh, this is so difficult. These are all so good. I want to read all of them right now. I think we're gonna start with The Housemaid just because it's been on my TBR so long and it's kind of thinner and it's smaller. It's not as intimidating. So let's start The Housemaid and get cozy. This is the ambiance that I have picked. It's perfect. So it's actually been about 2 hours now. I am more than halfway through this book. I am tearing through this book, which is really refreshing. This is so good so far. Basically, our main character, Millie, is this out of prison, like on parole person who's looking for a job, got evicted out of her apartment. She's living in her car. She has an interview with this housewife who has a lot of money, clearly, and her husband's rich, and they're looking for a live-in maid, and everything seems really good to be true. She ends up getting the job, but things are really wrong with the housewife. Her name is Nina. Just like weird kind of personality. Things are like happening and escalating, and it feels like the main character is being threatened almost, and she feels like things are kind of going wrong, and at the same time there seems to be some sort of complicated feelings for the husband. There seems to already be a lot of tension. I'm kind of scared for the main character, honestly, but I'm more than halfway through, so we're gonna see how it goes, but it is kind of ramping up in terms of intensity, which is probably why I've like read it for, it's 176 pages now that I've read, so yeah, I didn't even notice how much time had gone by, but that's good. That's what I want this month. That's what I want in general, is to read books and be excited about books. It's about 3:30. I'm looking at the time over there, so I am pretty hungry, so I'm gonna go ahead and make like a little bit of a snack or make like a late lunch. And then we're gonna do our next hobby, do some cozy gaming, but also like something else with my hands. There is this sticker craft thing that I got back in September from Amazon that I really wanted to try. It seems really therapeutic and relaxing, so we might do that next. Before I let you go, I wanted to show you what's behind me because it is new. If you've seen my videos, this is new, and it gets dark here at like 5 p.m. now, so I want to show you while the lighting is good. But I finally bought the special edition Throne of Glass Terrazin set for myself. I've been saving for a couple months to have it. I haven't read Throne of Glass yet. I've been waiting for the perfect opportunity. I know that like between A Court of Thorns and Roses, between that and Throne of Glass, like Throne of Glass is kind of like a lot of people's favorite, so I've been saving it for the perfect opportunity. But I just wanted to show you guys like this beautiful set, and each book, they all have special covers. So for Assassin's Blade, you can see how stunning this is. I just love this. It was between this set and the Legacy set, which is like more of like a kind of fiery and colorful design, but I thought this would look better. And then, for example, here is the Throne of Glass book itself. Look how stunning that is. See? So it's got the quotes on the back, and it's got the image on both sides. I just wanted to give you a close-up because that video is not doing it the greatest justice, but it's just stunning. I love how it looks here, and I'm very excited to actually like begin the Throne of Glass series. I don't know if I want to make like a separate video for that or not, but definitely excited to start. I just had myself a kind of like late lunch, as it's now 4. I just had like a peanut butter protein powder Greek yogurt bowl, just something light to get me over for the next few hours until we eat. But the next hobby that I want to do are sticker sheets. So basically they have these little scenes, and you follow the model and put the stickers, like the furniture or whatever items, like right onto the scene. And it just seems like a relaxing, like brain numbing activity. So I thought while the sun is setting, I could sit here in the bedroom and just do it. And then also in the background, I'm gonna put on Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated because it's like such a cozy show. And as somebody who thought like the OG show, like the one from a long time ago, was the best, I'm actually really enjoying this one. The music is really good. The vibes are just perfect, unlike any other Scooby-Doo shows that I've seen. So I'm gonna put that on in the background and do this, and I think that would be a lot of fun and cozy, and still got a little bit of the spooky vibe because, you know, Scooby-Doo, and of course like these scenes are kind of spooky and fun. So I'm gonna pick one and we'll go ahead and do a little sticker crafting. Okay, it's gotten pretty dark. As I said, like the sun sets at 5 to 5:30 here, but I did finish my little sticker scene. I really enjoyed doing this. I will say it's not as like mind off or brain off as I thought, because like you have to kind of evaluate the whole scene and figure out what pieces go underneath what pieces. Like I found myself peeling things off and putting them in different layers, but other than that, it was really cozy. Mine probably looks a little bit wonkier than the reference picture just because I feel like there were some pieces that I could not find for the life of me, and so I just put them wherever. But I really did enjoy myself, and I love how cozy this scene is. It's very like spooky and kind of whimsical. This is the capybara magic tree house, and then it came in a set on Amazon. The restaurant scene, and then here is the museum one, and then this is the Shot Spring Hotel. So this was fun. I might put this in my junk journal or hang it on my bulletin board in my hobby room, but for now I'm probably gonna unwind a little bit, maybe take off some makeup, and then just kind of get into some cozy pajamas maybe for the rest of the day. I do have to cook dinner still, and I'm thinking of making Marry Me chicken, which, if you don't know, is this like really easy and delicious recipe that I think I found on TikTok a long time ago. But it's basically like creamy, garlicky, Tuscan inspired sauce with chicken, and it's just so good. I've made it a lot because it's such a comfort food and it's really easy, and it's the only dish that I've cooked that actually tastes better on the second or third day because of the sauce. Like, it marinates the chicken in the fridge and it just makes it taste so good. Let me go ahead and clean this up, and then after dinner I will check in with you guys and we will do some more cozy hobbies. Hi everyone, so it is the next day. I took a little slow morning for myself and caught up on The Housemaid, which I was reading yesterday. And let me tell you, I tore through that book. I actually finished it earlier this morning. It's so good. It's Frida McFadden, so if you're not familiar, she writes a lot of really fun, entertaining thriller novels, and the movie is coming out next month in December, so I'm really excited to watch it. But I thoroughly enjoyed myself. I think I may pick up the second or third book from the library, but I do believe that from what I've heard, the first one is the best. But in the meantime, I also have jumped to the next book in my November TBR, which is Light Lark, and here's my beautiful edition that I showed you guys yesterday. But I'm on like page 9. I've just been reading a lot lately, so I'm getting just a little bit fatigued, and I thought since it's now about like early afternoon, it'd be fun to do a little bit of cozy gaming. I have a few games that are in my backlog. I recently purchased Night in the Woods. I could always play some Palia because in the fall time, Palia is actually really pretty. They put out all these pumpkins, and there are a few new things that they have updated the game with. I've also been playing Breath of the Wild. It's taken me quite a long time to start the game, but I finally started it when I was sick the other week, and I've been enjoying myself. But let's do some cozy gaming. It is now close to like 5-ish here and the sun is setting. So I'm on to my next hobby, and I'm actually going to be coloring, and I think this fuzzy hygge book is perfect also considering the time of year. Ignore the bats behind me, like I said, still in my spooky mode. But I do have one coloring page that I started and didn't finish, and it's like a cute library bookish one. So I thought it'd be fun if I went ahead and did that. Just for reference, I'm using the Ohuhu alcohol markers, and I really like them because they bleed, but like they don't streak or anything like that. So these are my favorite markers to use, and I just keep them in this cute little teddy bear bag. And for the first time ever, I think I'm going to watch Gossip Girl. And I think that would also be kind of a cozy show to watch while I do this, but I've wanted to watch Gossip Girl for so long. I just put it up on the TV, episode 1, season 1, so let's go ahead and do some cozy coloring. So I just finished my coloring page and this is how it turned out. Just like a really cute library page. It was pretty simple. I didn't get into too many patterns with this because most of it is just like books, but had a lot of fun doing this. I also finished the first episode of Gossip Girl. Definitely going to continue watching it because it seems like a really interesting kind of show. The new Frankenstein movie is giving like really gothic and like moody vibes, so I think it would be perfect to watch in November. So I think tonight maybe we'll do a little cozy movie night. That will probably be the end of my day. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that and let's get set up for a cozy little movie night. So just kidding, not gonna watch the movie yet because I'm feeling in a really like dark, cozy, moody kind of mood. And I still need to do my November TBR in my reading journal. So I thought let's quickly do that before we really set the vibes for like a cozy, moody night tonight. All the books that I showed you in the beginning of the video are gonna go on this TBR. I might turn on some more lights so I can see, but I think like while I'm filming, I might turn off some lights for like a really cozy, dark kind of look. So yeah, I'm really excited to like get crafty. Sometimes I'm not feeling like updating my journal or my junk journal, but tonight I'm really feeling like doing that. So let's go ahead and do my November and probably December TBR, because let's be real, like 7 books is kind of ambitious for 1 month. Okay, so I finished my November/December TBR spread. I wanted to show you real quick. I know I just showed you like a little overview, but here is what it looks like. Really cozy and dark and moody. So it's almost got October's vibes, except with a little bit more of like a, I don't know, it's a little darker, if that makes sense, a little more gothic, but still some autumnal vibes. I'm very happy with my November and December lineup. I feel like it really fits both months very, very well. And I feel like all of these books are good for both seasons, for November and December, for fall and winter. So I'm very happy with the books that I ended up picking, because honestly, most of them were pretty much like high up on my TBR already. So yeah, very happy with this. So with that, let's go start Frankenstein. Hey everyone, I just wanted to pop on here and just give you my feedback of the movie. Fantastic. I'm so glad that monsters and gothic, everything is just having a little revival moment. Had such a great time watching the movie, had to celebrate with getting dressed up in all of my medieval style garb and such, but it's just been the perfect weekend, honestly, romanticizing days at home, doing everything that I love. And honestly, like, I was really dreading this time of year, like November and December, because for me, once October's over, I kind of enter a little bit of a seasonal depression, and it came on full force this year. I've never had it be so aggressive, but I really think it's because this year autumn was my safe space, and it is still very much autumn, but it feels a little bit different when the whole world has moved on to Christmas already. So I just want to say that this was a great way for me to kind of transition from one month to another. I feel like October is a whimsical, spooky month, but November is its gothic and moody big brother. I'm so glad that I did this. I'm very happy. I'm not as like depressed now that Halloween's over, because I feel like I'm really enjoying the season. And I hope you guys do the same. So with that, I wish you a happy December and a happy rest of winter. Thank you so much for watching, as always, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.